some criticism reading, I don't know what, Cgtn, yeah, some short from Cgtn right till the end. China, India, and Brazil. I'm not reading. I'm just commenting what I read from Russia Today. The BRICS countries don't want a World War III. We hope for that too in Chile. We love Chinese and Russian women. We love all kind of women and all kind of men. But we need revolution, just like China, you know. That's what we need here. We also need Chinese revolution. Well, I'm going to read this one. Look, Cgtn. China, September 27, 2024. China hopes Japan can ensure development of bilateral relations along the right track, spokesperson one assured news. A view of the Chinese Foreign Ministry building in Beijing, China, June 2020. No video. Where's the video? The connection is not good now. China hopes that Japan will work with China to ensure the sustained, sound, and steady development of China-Japan relations along the right track. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said on Friday in response to the news that Shigeru Ishiba will become Japan's next prime minister. We have noted that relevant election result. This is Japan's international affair and China has no comment on it. Lin said, adding that the long-term sound and steady development of China-Japan relations serves the fundamental interest of the two peoples and is the only correct choice. Lin said he hoped that the Japanese side will view history as a mirror, follow the path of peaceful development and abide by the principles and consensus set out in the four political documents between China and Japan. He added that China hoped that Japan will establish an objective and correct understanding of China, pursue a positive and relational and rational policy toward China and fulfill the goal of promoting a strategic relationship of mutual benefit in an all-round way. And we have a photograph finally. The photograph is not so important. Anyway, so we're going to read another one. Another from Japan. All about Japan. September 27, 2024. Japan incoming Prime Minister Ishiba says won't make any requests to BOJ on monetary policy. But this had no text here. It had no text here. I'm not sure if is this about Japan. Well, there's nothing about Japan actually. Nothing about Japan. There's a new news from. Oh no, there's nothing new from. From the BRICS. I just read that. Well, there's another news I didn't read about China, Brazil, and major strategic partners, says Chinese Foreign Minister. Politics, September 27, 2024, China, Brazil. China and Brazil are major strategic partners, says Chinese foreign minister. I hope the best for Brazil, but politics is always changing in domestic politics. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, on the right, also a member of the political bureau of the Communist Party of China Central Committee, shakes hands with, it doesn't say, but it's Celso Amorim, I know him from internet. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said on Thursday that this year marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Brazil, underscoring that the two countries have already been major strategic partners. During his meeting with Celso Amorim, special advisor to the President of Brazil, on the sidelines of the 79th session of the United Nations United Nations General Assembly, Wang, also a member of the political bureau of the Communist Party of China Central Committee, emphasizes that China is ready to give full support to Brazil in hosting a successful G20 summit. Wang said that China and Brazil, together with other like-minded Global South countries, will soon establish a Friends of Peace platform on the Ukraine crisis, which is an effort made by China, Brazil, and Global South countries to strive for peace. For this part, Amorim said Brazil is willing to work with China to make plans for high-level exchanges and deepen cooperation in various fields. Maybe I'm the last one. China, September 27, 2024. UN Security Council reform should prioritize special arrangements for Africa, Chinese Foreign Minister. And we have the photograph. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi speaks during a meeting among the African Union Committee of 10 Cgtn heads of state and government of UNSC. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said Thursday that it is necessary to anchor the path of the United Nations Security Council UNSC reform that gives priority to special arrangements for Africa. The current UNSC structure lacks sufficient African representation, making it unjust, Wang said during a meeting among the African Union Committee of 10 Cgtn heads of state and government on UN Security Council reform and foreign ministers of 5 UN Security Council permanent members. He reiterated China's strong support for correcting the historical injustices faced by Africa, and said that China was among the first to advocate for special arrangements addressing Africa's demands in the reform process of the UNSC. One stressed the importance of increasing the representation and voice of developing countries, particularly in the Global South. The UNSC should ensure more participation from developing countries, including African countries, especially small and medium-sized ones, to enhance the Council's authority and efficiency. It should not become a club for big or wealthy nations, nor a battleground for political confrontations, he said. Yeah, right. Just like the old times, the old times in this channel. I'm doing a continued video, an AK-47 video. Woo! Can you see how my scooter is faster? Because I put some tools. It's not tool, but it was a missed item. I'll show you. It was too loose. And now it's faster because since I didn't do that, I didn't fix the wheel, the brake. The brake was always braking. Now I fixed it. And here we go. It's kind of cold nights. Hey. Tommy, quieto. No tire, Tommy, no tire. Ay, Tommy. Ay, Tommy. My cell phone doesn't have battery enough for 47 minutes, but we will do something. We'll read something more. And this cell phone doesn't. I cannot put the flash Gordon. So we definitely will not have that perfect program now. A perfect ending. Well, I'm still shocked by Natalia Urban's death. She definitely take a very bad decision there. I wonder if having a relationship, a stable relationship like hers, 10 years with a person, I wonder if that's a good business. Honestly, I don't think so. I guess I'm like Epicurus, the philosopher that says the best thing in life is not sex or sexual partners, but friends. Friends are better. Friends can give you some job even. Bitter criticism in the very dark. Let's see what happened. Maybe nothing. It's all dark. You cannot see, but I'm upside down now. Upside down. So here we go. finishing something, finishing the news. And goes by like this. We will, Russia Today, I guess, yeah. We will now see the reaction in the West, where unfortunately there are many people in high places who have convinced themselves that Putin is bluffing, that Russia is afraid to respond, and that it is therefore possible to behave with impunity toward it. The doctrinal correction is thus essentially a signal to the sober minds that remain in the halls of power in Washington. This is the last warning. At the same time, there is great anxiety in countries friendly to us and other simply neutral ones about the possibility of nuclear war. China may already be thinking about it. Beijing, along with India, Brazil, South Africa, and others, wants an imminent and unconditional end to the hostilities. They need to assume them that strengthening our deterrent is the only way to prevent the general nuclear to which Washington's mad and reckless strategy is leading the world. At the same time, the US has long sought to separate the conflict in Ukraine from discussions of strategic stability and arms control. This will allow it to simultaneously wage war against Russia and obtain guarantees of its own security from Moscow. Understandably, this approach has not been successful. The US has realized this, but it wants to present itself to the international community as a promoter of global security, while framing Russia as an arsonist. It's a simple trick, but exposing it in the majority countries of the world. I would like to emphasize these words requires our attention and a concerted effort. The dialogue of trust with our partners must be continued and deepened. If we are talking about Moscow's next steps, they are less predictable. Than the previously announced correction of the nuclear doctrine. They will depend, among other things, on the enemy's reaction to the president's remarks yesterday. But it is clear that we will have to move from verbal warnings and demonstrations to practical measures. No one is going to say publicly that what kind of action it will entail and when and where it could happen. This article was first published by the newspaper Rossiyskaya Gazeta and was translated and edited by the Russia Today team. Maybe I read it twice. Yeah. No, maybe I just clicked on the wrong side. Maybe I did a mess. Yeah. I guess I will stop here because it's not so great because there's no light. Nobody watched this channel anyway. But I have no battery anymore here. I will read just another news. Another one. September 27. Home World News. German couple arrested for illegal Russia Today broadcasts. What? A German man and his Ukrainian wife allegedly provided banned Ukrainian channels. We have the interesting photograph. We are not going away. the projected prank on U.S. embassy. Live projection reading Russia Today, "We are not going away." It's seen on the facade of U.S. Embassy in Moscow, September 26. German authorities have arrested a couple suspect of providing Russia Today and other Russian TV channels to consumers via the internet in violation of EU sanctions. The blog banned almost all Russian media in March 2022, calling them a threat to democracy and citing the conflict in Ukraine. EU bans were then applied worldwide by some US-based social media giants, such as YouTube. Quote, the suspects are a 37-year-old German and his 42-year-old wife of Ukrainian nationality. The German Customs Service Zoll announced on Friday they are set to have offered several sanctioned Russia TV channels to their customers via an AP TV service since at least the beginning of 2022. This is funny because I thought it was America. I thought it was capitalism. Why you cannot offer Russia Today? Police in the city of Karlsruhe raided the couple's apartment on Thursday. According to the customs statement, they found extensive technical equipment, written evidence, and 40,000 euros, $44,686 in cash, all of which was seized. The couple's service presumably included well-known channels such as Rossiya 1 and Russia Today, the German customs said. The district court, Karlsruhe, a city in Baden-Württemberg near the German border with France, has also issued an asset seizure order for approximately 150,000 euros, $134,000 in illegal income from the alleged activity. Neither of the suspects was identified by name. If convicted, they face at least 1 year in prison under the Foreign Trade Act. The alleged offense is still under investigation by the Customs Inspectorate in Stuttgart, which may bring additional charges. Either this month, the US also sanctioned Russia Today, accusing the channel of, quote, functioning as a de facto arm of Russian intelligence, unquote. US State Department official Jamie Rubin blamed Russia Today's reporting for the fact that much of the world was not sided with Ukraine as Washington expected it to. Quote, we find ways to bypass these sanctions. This is sort of a game of cat and mouse, and it will continue, Russia Today's editor-in-chief Margarita Beautiful Simonian said in response. Quote, we are not going anywhere, Russia Today said in a message project on the facade of the US Embassy in Moscow this week. And that's it by now. I have no flash, I have no light, and I'm upside down. I'm upside down, but and that's it. I have just four battery, 4% of battery. So, and the bill, the energy bill is just increasing. Can you believe that? What the hell, this world? So the only thing I have are babes from Instagram. Babies from Instagram. Where are my babies? And well, I went to see a play today. A lot of babies from all over the world. Woo! Man. New YouTube channel. Anyway,